everybody, and welcome to another vlog post here at thebugnut.com. I've been working on the frame head here for the 1971 Super Beetle. You can follow this online at Project Super 71. Anyway, I'm about to weld this together, but before I do the welding, I just wanted to go over the parts that I have in place. I've already shown you what I've built here with the main portion of the bulkhead, but I fabricated this piece up here. Now this is the piece of the tunnel that comes up to the frame head, and it turned out really well, and I just wanted to show a little bit more about this piece. So let me take these pieces apart here and I'll show you what's going on. So I just clamped all this into position, seeing how everything's coming out. Again, you've seen the piece that I fabricated for the frame head, so this is basically ready to go. Inside here, let's take these clamps off here. So as we take these off, you'll see all the pieces. Okay, so we have these pieces that have to be welded in still. We talked about that in the previous video. I have this one started on this side, and we have the tunnel open here. So we got the clutch cable, which is going to be removed, and we have the fuel line. Now before we finish welding this together, we will definitely change the fuel line while we have access to it. I'm going to actually possibly make some additional holes, smaller holes in the tunnel, so that I can get the new fuel line to go right through the factory little eyelets that are in the tube itself, in the actual tunnel, and then weld those back up. So that'll be the last piece that'll go on, is this piece that I made here. Now this is the end of the tunnel. It goes up on an angle to the frame head, and I made it out of 16 gauge steel. It was a little bit hard to fabricate, but I mostly did it by hand because I'm just working with tools that I have in my garage. So when I'm ready, which will be the next video, I will definitely weld in all the members of the frame head. That's this piece that I've been showing you. Okay, that's been fabricated, and this will go in place like so, in the right spot. We'll have the fuel line changed, and then this piece that I fabricated, I basically just set everything up in place, looked at what I had, and used the old piece of cardboard, measured everything twice, fabricated exactly what I needed, and fit it just like so. So that was my mock-up piece that I did. A lot easier to work with a piece of cardboard or some type of box board instead of your sheet metal the first time around. And I actually did a mistake the first time around, and this is the second one I did. This is the one I liked. So from this, I then mapped it all out onto a 16 gauge piece of sheet metal, double checked everything, cut it. I bent everything. I have a brake, but my brake was a little bit, it doesn't like this thickness. It's kind of just for, thinner sheet metal and bodywork. But I was able to get most of it bent into shape. I was able to punch the holes with the punch that I have. And then I actually had to do stuff by hand. I know, crazy. I had to get it on a hammer because this actually has a curve to it that matches the bottom of the slight curve on the tunnel. And so I wanted to do that, and I just did that on a piece of wood underneath it, and I just kind of rocked it back and forth and hitting the middle, and it kind of stretches out the metal a little bit, and it automatically starts to create an arc. Okay, so I just worked it by hand until it was just right, and cut some notches in the corner here, and I had to keep just testing it till it was just right. So the idea is that this will get added after everything else is done, and this will be flipped over and it'll be put into place just like so, and clamped down, and then we'll do all the welds as needed, and it should be rock solid. So when I'm done, this entire thing will be super solid, and that's what we want. So the next stage after this, before I weld this in, we'll flip the whole tunnel over again. Then I'm going to work on the top part, on the ends of the Napoleon hat, and make those perfect. When that's all happy, then I'll flip it over, the gas line will be fixed, and then we'll weld in this plate. So I'm not welding this in until everything else in this area is completely done. Then I can just do the fine tuning on it and make it look pretty, and the whole front will basically be done in terms of the metalwork. Then we'll move on to the back of the car. So that's your progress update for Project Super 71. I thank you for coming by. Please like, share, subscribe. I'll keep making videos and keep posting them, and please ask questions and I'll answer them as soon as I can and to the best of my knowledge, and hopefully we can have a discussion about everything that you see happening here on Project Super 71. All right, thanks again. We'll talk to you soon.